Good morning, everyone, and a freilich and lichtige Chanukah, this first day of Chanukah, as we continue here in the PELE YOETZ. Ahavas, Atzmo, how much a person should love themselves. Ulefi ha-seichel hayosher, according to one's straight seichel there, just plain, simple understanding what is good for them, their inherent bina yesera, their understanding, their deeper appreciation for who they are. Really, a person should love his body, himself, more than he loves his money. Maybe we don't see this in the world today, but a person with seichel hayosher, a normal human being who appreciates the value of himself, he'll have a deeper love for his goof, for his body and himself, than he does for his money. And therefore a little bit of, let's call it brown bread, maybe hard bread that a person can eat in tranquility and peace. It's better than having a succulent, delicious, sumptuous meal that he had to work very, very hard to acquire and to attain, a hard work to get. I'd rather not have to work so hard, have a little bit of food that I need to give myself the sustenance that is necessary, than to go out of my way for making a lot of money, drive an hour and a half to the restaurant, sit there in the restaurant for an hour and a half for the order and for the hors d'oeuvres and for this and for that. And by the time I get home, what? I'm hungry again already. So I'd rather have a little bit of a meal right now that comes along with peace, tranquility, not so much hard work, and I have more time for myself, more time for my wife and for my children. I spend less money. I have more money to do. I have money in my pocket to do better things with. That's what a person who truly has seichel hayosher, that looks at the world in a good, healthy way, that's what they would think. That's why I'm saying the world that we live in today is telling you the opposite. You have to go to the fancy restaurant. You have to work hard, your fingers to the bone, so you have enough money to pay for it. You got to go when it's wild and it's crazy and it's noisy and it's loud and there's people there and the music is blasting and you're trying to make your order. And you sit there for 40 minutes waiting for your order to come to the table. And then, it's not really as good as you thought it's going to be. And then you start complaining and you start criticizing. That's not seichel hayosher. That's a person that is loving his money and loving his pleasures and his taivas more than he has a real respect and a love for himself. Let's say HaKadosh Baruch Hu Taka does give you a lot of money. You should use that money in a way that it's going to help to increase the peacefulness, the calmness of your body, of yourself. Don't work so hard in this world just to make more money and more money and more money. If you have, use it for your benefit. You could be a person who does good for himself, takes care of his needs and his necessities, and maybe throws a little luxury in here and there. You're an ish chesed. You're a man or a woman of chesed, of kindness to yourself. That's chesed to yourself. If you use your money in a way that's going to benefit yourself, so you can have a little bit more peace of mind, that's called chesed. That's kindness. But don't become a person who just spends his days and his nights hitting the bottle and drinking the wine, basar, and indulges in 24-ounce ribeye steaks every single night for dinner. He eats the finest and the tastiest and the most elegant of foods every single day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's it. He can't eat anything that doesn't come from a restaurant. He can't eat anything that doesn't have high price tags on there. He can't eat anything that wasn't prepared by his maids and his servants and served on a silver platter. Can't eat like that. Don't be a person who's going on vacations day and night. Today he's in Hawaii, next week he's in Cancun, the week after that he's somewhere in Italy, after that he's on the moon. He's on the moon taking a picture with Elon Musk to show everybody that he's a moon man. And don't indulge yourself in marital relations with your wife like a rooster. It's over the top, says the PELE YOETZ. It's way too much indulgence in olam hazeh in this world. If a person goes so deep into the physical world, in the pleasures, in the luxuries, in the delights and the treats of this world, he will destroy his nefesh, his soul, and also his body. I'm going to explain later on, says the PELE YOETZ. And in all of these areas, one thing is clear: a person must guard themselves from kas, from anger. Like it says in Koheles and Ecclesiastes, haser kas milibecha, remove anger from your heart. And you will then remove ra, you will remove bad from your flesh. So included in the seichel hayashar, the straight way that a person looks at themselves and understands what's best for them. They're not going to overindulge in this world. And even if they do have money, they'll only use it to enhance their life, not to consume their life. One thing is, whether you are rich or whether you are poor, or whether you're middle of the road, whether you could afford a lot or you cannot afford a lot, everybody has to make sure that they keep kas, anger, far away from them, because worse than all the indulgence in this world, worse than all the taivas, the desires and the pleasures and the treats and the lights and luxuries and everything, worse than all that which will destroy your soul and your body, is the midah, is the attribute of kas, which will consume a person in the fires of anger. Have a wonderful day, a lichtige day, a day filled with the lights of Hanukkah. May we be zeicher to see the illumination of HaKadosh Baruch Hu's glory in our days. All the best.